Hello, hi, namaste. Welcome to my channel Chemistry Wala Alam. Right, today I'm going to explain about the important values and formulas from the chapter atomic structure. So we can be moved from the first of all. So fundamental particles, electron. Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. Okay, na. So its mass and charge. Mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilograms. Electron charge is minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, or minus 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU. ESU stands for electrostatic unit. Next one is here proton. Proton was discovered by Goldstein and named by Rutherford. Its mass is 1.672 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilograms, and its charge is plus same the magnitude 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, or 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU. Sorry, here ESU, charge of the proton. Next one is neutron. Neutron discovered by James Chadwick. So its mass is 1.675 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilograms, or its charge is 0. The charge of the neutron is 0. Okay, now next here can be moved from the Bohr's theory. From Bohr's theory to many formulas are there. So those are first one, angular momentum. Angular momentum of an electron in any orbit, that is mvr. Mvr is equal to m is the mass of electron, v is the velocity of the electron, r is the radius of the orbit, n is the principal quantum number, h is the Planck's constant, 2 and pi values are constant. Okay, next one here, change in the energy. Change in energy that equals to can be written as E2 minus E1. So here radius of the orbit. So here Niels Bohr has given the for nth orbit radius, that is equals to n square h square by 4 pi square m kz e square. Here except n square and z values, remaining all values are constant. That's what, by substituting those values you can be get 0.529 into n square by z angstrom units. This is the radius of the nth orbit of the hydrogen. Okay, next one is energy of the orbit and velocity also have. So next one can be calculated that energy of the orbit. So energy of the orbit is equals to minus 2 pi square m z square e power 4 k square by nh by n square h square. So here except z square and n square, remaining all values are constant. So by substituting these values you can be get that minus 13.6 z square by n square electron volt per atom. If electron volts means minus 13.6 will be get. Okay, or in the kilocalories, so minus 313.6 z square by n square kilocalories per mole, or kilojoules minus 1312 z square by n square into, that means kilojoules per mole. Okay, now, or in the erg per atom, that is equals to minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 ergs per atom, or minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 12 joules per atom. This is the energy of the orbit, energy of the nth orbit according to Niels Bohr. Okay na. Here you should be remember 1 electron volt is equals to 23.06 kilocalories, that equals to 96.43 kilojoules per mole. 1 electron volt per atom is equals to 23.06 kilocalories, that is equals to 96.43 kilojoules per mole. Okay na. Next one is velocity of the electron. Okay na. Velocity of the electron is equals to 2 pi kz e square by nh. So this by substituting this except n and atomic number and shell number, remaining all values are constant. So then we can get 2.188 into 10 to the power of 6 meters per second, or 2.188 into 10 to the power of 8 centimeters per second into z by n, okay na. So this is the radius, energy and velocity of the electron in the orbit. Next one is it can be moved to know the few more formulas from the atomic structure. So those are here de Broglie's equation is there. Again a photoelectron photoelectric effect. So here is on de Broglie's equation can be considered. De Broglie's equation, here de Broglie has considered from the Einstein's equation and Max Planck's theory, right? Here one more theory is there, Planck's theory. So Planck's equation, that is equals to E directly proportional ligation nu, E is equals to h nu, okay na. So E is directly proportional. Next one here, velocity, that equals to nu lambda. So nu is equals to c by lambda, or lambda is equals to c by nu. Lambda is equals to 1 by nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda. So finally this we can be write as this one here, wave number also can be calculate, okay na. Wave number is inversely proportional to wavelength, okay na. So these are the formulas from the wave theory. Next one, de Broglie's equation is from the Max Planck equation and Einstein's equation. What is Einstein's equation? E is equals to mc square, and Max Planck's equation is equals to h nu, you can write as, instead of nu you can be write hc by lambda. So by considering these two, mc square is equals to hc by lambda, c get cancelled, so mc is equals to h by lambda, then lambda is equals to h by mc. Here mc is equals to mv, that is the mass into velocity, that is called momentum. So here you can write as lambda is equals to h by p. This is the de Broglie's equation, okay na. And after that Heisenberg uncertainty principle is there. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So here uncertainty principle is saying that Heisenberg said that the calculation of the energy, that means the position and momentum of the electron simultaneously and accurately cannot be calculated. It is impossible to determine the position and momentum of the electron simultaneously or microscopic particles. So by that he is given that delta x into delta p greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Okay now, delta x is the h1 here, uncertainty in position, delta p is in the uncertainty in the momentum. Here p is equal to, you can write as mv. So that's what here we can be write delta x into m delta v, h greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Here why can't we write m delta v, m delta m, why cannot that means here mass of the microscopic particle or subatomic particle cannot be changes, okay now. That's what here delta x equal into m delta v is equal to h by 4 pi. If we can be going to calculate that one, another will be becomes infinity, that means error, we can be measure only one. So this is saying that Heisenberg uncertainty principle, okay na, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Next from the quantum numbers too many formulas are there. So quantum numbers are nothing but a set of numbers which can give the complete information about an electron in an atom. So here Thomson model, Rutherford's Bohr's model, Bohr-Sommerfeld, de Broglie, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Next photoelectric effect. Here next photoelectric effect, according to this effect, so when light is falls, a certain frequency of the light falls on the metal surface, so it can be eject the electrons, that is electrons are called ejected electrons, and some amount of energy is can be importing along with the electron, that is called h nu. So here equation can be good as in which one, frequency of incident radiation is equal to h nu, and electron removing threshold frequency is called h nu naught, and here kinetic energy. So here kinetic energy can write as half mv square, so that's what h nu is equals to h nu naught plus half mv square. Okay, now half mv square can be write, or kinetic energy can write as h nu minus h nu naught. Okay, now or kinetic energy is equals to h into nu minus nu naught. So here k is the kinetic energy, h is the Planck's constant, and c is the frequency, incident frequency. Okay, now nu naught is the threshold frequency. Okay, this is a photoelectric effect. Next one is here from the quantum numbers. Okay, now quantum numbers are giving a lot of information when compared with the previous model. That means here Thomson given some important points regarding the atom, and Rutherford's given, Bohr's also given, but however the complete information regarding an electron cannot be used. Okay, now so that's what here set of quantum numbers are given. So those are called the set of the numbers which can give the describe about an electron in an atom are called quantum numbers. So those quantum numbers are mainly three. So those are n, l, m. Okay, now principal quantum number, these three are derived from the Schrodinger's wave equation. Okay, now only three they are which one described or derived. So those are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number. So principal quantum number n, okay, now it can be gives about information about the shells. Okay, so in the shells, principal quantum number is mainly explaining about the size and energy of the main shell, and which values are n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Here the number indicates that shell number k, l, m, n and so on. Okay, now number of electrons in the main shell is the 2n square formula. Number of orbitals equals to n square. Next one is azimuthal quantum number L. Okay, now principal quantum number given by Niels Bohr. Okay, now azimuthal quantum number is given by Sommerfeld. So here this is explaining about the subshells. So these values are L equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. Mainly it is explaining about the shapes of the orbitals, shapes of the subshells, So here subshell S is equals to spherical, S is the spherical, P is the dumbbell, D is the double dumbbell, and F is the complex. Okay, now so these are the main regarding information about the subshells. And here orbitals can be given by using the formula number of orbitals in a subshell. Orbitals in a subshell can be used by using the formula 2l plus 1. Number of orbitals is 2l plus 1. Number of electrons in a subshell, that equals to 2 into 2l plus 1, or that is equals to 4l plus 2. Okay, now 2 into 2l plus 1, that is equals to 4l plus 2. 2 into 2, 4l, that is the 4l plus 2. So based on this formula we can say that s orbital electrons, so here L values can be right 0, 1, 2, 3 and Z orbital 4 will come. So based on this we can be right number of electrons in the s orbital 2, p orbital 6, d orbital 10, f orbital 14, g orbital is 18. Like this can be right. Number of electrons in the subshell is 4l plus 2. Number of orbitals in the main shell is n square. That means number of orbitals in the subshell, that is equals to 2l plus 1. Next one is magnetic quantum number. Okay, now magnetic quantum number m. So this can given by lambda. M values are minus L, 0, plus L. Okay, now m values depends on the L value, L is depending on the n value. Okay, now so here it is giving the orientation of the orbitals. That means how the electrons, explaining about the orbitals. So here number of orbitals in a given shell, that means subshell, so that equals to 2l plus 1, and number of electrons in a subshell that equals to 2 into 2l plus 1, that equals to 4l plus 2. Okay now, so based on this only we will be say that s orbital is 2 electrons, p orbital is 6, d orbital is 10, f orbital is 14, and g orbital is 18 electrons. Like this will be say that. Okay now, based on that formula 12 plus 2. And additionally we will be discuss about the spin quantum number. So that is the only having the plus of minus of. Electron is spinning in the clockwise direction, plus of is spinning. How can we calculate the number wave number? So wave number formula that equals to Rydberg constant can be used, or h z square 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. This is the formula to find out the wave number. So that equals to is the Rydberg constant. Its value is for hydrogen atom 109677 centimeter inverse. Okay, right, this is the formula to find out the wave number. Okay, next number of spectral lines. So here the number of spectral lines can be used for any shell to any shell. So spectral lines from any shell to any shell, that is the n2 minus n1 into n2 minus n1 plus 1 by 2. Here n2 is the higher energy state, n1 is the lower energy state. Okay, next one is number of spectral lines from any shell to ground shell. Any shell to ground state. So here each one n into n minus 1 by 2. Here n is the excited state. Next one is number of spectral lines any shell to any series. That is number of spectral lines that equals to n2 minus n1. Means they can ask that number of spectral lines in the H alpha series to in the Balmer series. H alpha series is nothing but third shell, means 3 to 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, that equals to 1 spectral lines. Here they can ask that H beta. So H beta to Balmer series and H alpha to Balmer series, that means 4 minus 2, that equals to 2. So here three kinds of the formulas will be used. One is the initial to initial, that is the n2 minus n1 into n2 minus n1 plus 1 by 2, and second one is the initial to ground state, that is the n into n minus 1 by 2. N is the excited state here, and initial to any series, that is the n2 minus n1. Next, in the hydrogen spectrum, so here the n1 and n2 values they can be asked. So n is equals to 1, n is equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if n is equals to 1, the series is called Lyman series. If n is equals to cell number, that means any electron can be jumps from the initial to second cell, that is called Balmer series. Next, third one is Paschen series. Fourth one is Brackett, Fund, P silent, Humphrey series. So here n1 equals to 1, then what about the n2 value? Here n2 values are here 2 to, so 2, 3, 4 and so on. Here n2 values are 3, 4, 5 and so on. Here n2 values are n1 value is 3, so that's what here n2 is 4, 5, 6 and so on. Here n2 is equals to 5, 6, 7. Here n2 is equals to 6, 7, 8. So here n2 value is equals to 7, 8, 9 and so on. Okay, so this is the which one in the hydrogen spectrum. Here they can ask the that means region also. Lyman series is in the ultraviolet region, so Balmer series is in the visible region. So this is near infrared, so this is the mid infrared, and this is the far infra. Okay, here regions also important. n1 n2 values are also important, because based on the n1 l2 values wave number can be calculated. So the wave number is equals to z square 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Here nu bar is the wave number, okay na. So r is the Rydberg constant value, z is the atomic number, okay, z square, and here n1 is the lower energy orbit, n2 is the higher energy orbit. Okay, so this is from the hydrogen spectrum. Next, here two more formulas are there. So orbital angular momentum, that is the capital L, that equals to can write as under root of L into L plus 1 h by 2 pi, or this one you can write as orbital angular momentum is equals to under root of L into L plus 1 h bar. Okay, so this is orbital angular momentum, or spin angular momentum, or angular momentum of the spinning of electron, that equals to, so s that equals to under root of small s into s plus 1 h by 2 pi or h bar. Next, magnetic moment nu is equals to under root of n into n plus 2 Bohr magneton. Here n is the which one? N is the here unpaired electrons, number of unpaired electrons. Okay, so these are the main formulas from the atomic structure. Okay, thank you.